Guys, today we're going to unbox the GP Toys Foxx S911. Now, I've had this one before. I had a YouTube channel. Now I'm in the Philippines and I retired over here. In the US I had Traxxas and I had Kyosho and I sold them on eBay. I parted them out, got a lot of money back for them. But now I'm into budget vehicles, and this one is the most popular on my YouTube channel. Just in a couple months, over 200 views. My Zinglehong, not quite as many views. The PX Toys, the Speed Pioneer, and the Sandyland, not too many views. And then I also have the 912 and not as many views. So basically, in real life over here, the boys, when we go off-roading and stuff, this is the one they want to use because it's bigger than the little one. So this is the most popular in real life, most popular on my YouTube channel. So basically, I ordered a new one and we're going to unbox it. Now, hopefully it's green because that's the color I wanted. Because over here I noticed online in the Philippines, the blue one is the cheapest. The red body one costs a little bit more, and the green one is the most expensive. I don't know why, but still they're around $55, $60 from, US dollars. So all right, it's my lucky day. I got green. So looks like it had a little bit of fun in the shipping. The box has a good kink in it, but that's all right. Everything gets delivered by motorcycle over here, and it probably has a tough life with the delivery driver. It's not quite UPS or FedEx. So we'll see what we've got. Of course, the nice owner's manual, which is handy because it has all the part numbers in it, and it's got the exploded view on how to take it apart and put it back together again. And then let's see what we've got. Okay, a couple of zip ties on the back, so we'll get those done. And I know these boxes, they have quite a few zip ties actually, so I'll undo those and then we'll get back to you. Okay, lots of zip ties later and cut lots of clear tape. Here we go. It's green, it's beautiful, so I like it. Now basically you get your battery, and that one is the 9.6. and it's a lithium ion, not a lipo. And then your charger. In the Philippines here, we have 220 volts in our wall, the round plug usually, so that's why I get that. You get your little tire wrench. You get 2 gears for the transmission. I've never blown those yet. And then you get 4 extra little clips. Now, I'll show you the modifications I did on my blue one. And basically, since the boys always want to drive my blue one, and they have all the scratches already in my blue body, but no cracks or anything. It's tough. The new truck is going to be theirs, and they get the body they scratched up. This green one is going on mine because mine's all modified. So basically, if you watch my other videos, you'll see how I put 1/10 oil-filled shocks on, and they're 90 millimeters, so it jacked it up. And because the factory ones I think are about 85 and they're kind of springy. And then a little kid's toy LED light, no wiring because the switch is built into it. It's like a slingshot thing. I cut it all up, so I just have the battery to switch an LED light, give myself underglow. And then on and off switch is under the battery cover, so I cut some notches where I can have my battery connector above and my receiver wire above, and then basically plug it in and go with the truck instead of taking the cover off all the time. And then I also put on a fan, just 4 little black zip ties, and I enlarged the holes in the motor cover so the fan is blowing down onto the motor, and there's plenty of other holes around the motor so that it can get rid of the hot air. Mainly I did that. It didn't really get too hot on one battery, but then the boys like to keep running, so I just would connect number 2 battery in and keep going. Well, then it would get pretty hot, so I put the fan in there. And then basically the Traxxas Stampede I had, the motor and the transmission hang off the back, so that had a little more traction. These do spin a little more and they do a few more donuts. So in another video I showed I added 2 old AA batteries. I wrapped them in tape and I zip tied them to my rear bumper, but they're hidden pretty good. You don't even notice it. And that puts a little weight off the back on these, and it seems to tame them down a little bit so they're not quite as prone to just do wild donuts and stuff. But you can do donuts if you want, but like when you take off on these, just, I guess you don't have to go wide open right away. Just kind of get it going and then punch it, and then they won't get quite as squirrely on you. And then basically on the 912, that one I converted to a 3S lipo, and it's hard to get lipos in the Philippines. Banggood won't ship them here from China. You know, you really can't ship them in the air, so it comes slowly in a boat. But I got a little nano one, and it fits in the compartment diagonal, and you can still close the lid. So it's the little Turnigy Nano 3S, and I get pretty good run time on it. You know, these don't have a lipo cutoff switch, so I just guess 8 minutes or something, and then I stop using it. And then same thing, I put a little fan on it, and then I hung my AA batteries off the back to give it a little bit of weight. So basically, on this new one for the boys, I will not do oil shocks. I'll just let it be like this. They don't need it jacked up quite so much. And this actually is nice soft suspension for the smaller bumps. The big oil-filled shocks, they're kind of heavy, and they're right a little stiffer for a 1/12 scale truck. But I'll put a fan on this one. I have another fan, and that way they can run battery pack one right after another. It won't get too hot. I'll put the AA batteries, again, used ones underneath to give it a little bit of weight, and that's about it, I guess. So basically, I just wanted to do unboxing. I love these GP toys, the 112. They're affordable. You can still upgrade them. They're tough. The only thing I ever broke on this one was on the rear differential, basically, the metal drive cup where the metal drive shaft or axle dog bone fits into, only because at a reservoir with a river, I was jumping and doing some donuts and stuff, and I didn't see the steps were there, concrete steps, so it went cartwheeling down 12 or 13 concrete steps, and it was, every time it would go, it was getting higher in the air, bigger bounces. Well, the plastic suspension flexes, but the metal shaft going into that metal drive cup, it broke the drive cup off the differential. Well, you can buy the differential separately, but the shipping in the Philippines, I just bought the whole transmission. The whole transmission was like $8 and $2 for shipping. And then I just bolted the whole transmission in really easy. And then I kept the old transmission because that has lots of gears. It still has one good drive cup if I break one again. But other than that, no problems. Everything is flexible. Bumpers are flexible. Suspension's flexible. I haven't broke anything. The boys are running this. The youngest boy has no fear. He just punches the throttle, goes over the jump, somehow lands it on the wheels all the time. Even if he rolls it over, it goes back on the wheels. I don't know how he does it. My luck is not that good. I usually have to walk up to it and put it back on the wheels. But he has the no fear pro driver, and he hasn't broken anything on this yet. So that's why I bought another one. He can use that. He can use the body he's got all scratched up, and then I get my favorite green color on mine so I can have my truck back. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You can check the my other videos out for driving the GP toys. I got one with it over a homemade ramp I made, and then we have plenty of other videos off-roading in the Philippines and stuff. But yeah, I recommend them. They're great. You get a lot of bang for the buck, so it makes me happy. So thank you very much.